What is up, the Steem blockchain? So today I want to talk about why I trust the Steem blockchain over this Mines project. So if you don't know what Mines is, it's trying to be a crypto social network. And I want to do a video here talking a little bit about why I trust the Steem blockchain so much more above this project, basically. And I think that this video can be helpful for a lot of other potential projects because I wanna speak a little bit deeper about trust and some things that basically Steem blockchain is doing right, and which I don't think other blockchains, or now this is barely a blockchain, but that other projects are kind of missing out on. And yeah, so this video is going to be a little bit all over the place, but one big reason also why I'm doing vlog videos like this, sometimes they kind of like I'm just talking out without having massive edits and stuff like that. One of the big reasons why I'm doing it is because I think that trust, that it creates a higher form of trust when things come natural and when it's less edited. Edited can be awesome too. But yeah, okay, so I want to talk here about Mines and yes, why I trust the Steem blockchain network so much above this Mines project. Okay, so this is how it looks when you go to Mines. Okay, the first thing to start off with is the crypto social network. Okay, so the first thing you can notice is, okay, you cannot view any content if you don't log in. I would say, okay, so my first reaction or my first impression is that there is a paywall. Okay, so the first thing here that most projects kind of miss out on is that when a person comes to your place, they don't know who you are, they don't know your service, they just don't trust you. Like I don't know what barely know what Mines is, or I mean, I don't, like, if I would go to Mines and this was my first impression that everything's behind a paywall, I have to log in, I have to sign up. I don't know you, I don't know Mines. Like it's like if a person enters that and see that the first thing they have to do is kind of log in it to see stuff, it's kind of strange, because, and this is also with relationships, that this is the key with relationships also, and stuff like that, that humans are not going to listen to you if they don't trust you already. So when a person comes to a place like this and they say, oh, we're gonna be the crypto social network, but kind of everything's kind of hidden, you have to get an account, that's like the first thing you have to do, people are gonna be like, I don't know you. Like, trust is such a big thing that, I mean, people don't even listen to, even if you talk a lot of sense, if they don't know who you are, if they don't trust you, they don't care what you say. You may say truthful stuff, but if there's no trust there, if there's no established transparency there, it's kind of weird, you know? So one big thing I love with the Steem blockchain is that like you can view stuff without having a paywall, like you have to sign in. You can consume stuff without having to sign in. You can see what's going on. You can go to someone's page and see how many tokens they have. So Steem blockchain has a level of transparency, which this is why I was very much attracted to it in January 2018. So okay, so that's my first impression here, that okay, paywall, that's kind of strange. Okay, the next thing I see here is they say, okay, the crypto social network. And then they say, we are an open source and decentralized platform for internet freedom. Get paid in crypto for your contributions to the community. Okay. One strange thing I can see already here, which kind of ruins some of the integrity, is it says, receive exclusive promotions from minds recommended. Okay, so in many ways, already small things like that, it kind of makes you, it kind of questions the integrity. If there needs to be like, if there is, it's almost like one of those old marketing email newsletter that click this button, get some more emails, sign up on our list. It's kind of shady. It doesn't help to establish trust. So if I go down here, okay, and it says how the economy works, okay, and I'm gonna go over these things over here, okay. So how the economy works, okay, it says speak your mind, contribute, create popular original content that receives upvotes, comments, and reminds, gain new subscribers, refer your friends, check in, develop code. So first impressions I get here is, okay, create popular original content, receive upvotes, comments, remind. I'm not sure what the remind is. I get what upvotes and comments are, but gain new subscribers. Subscribers is so 2010 YouTube. The subscriber era is kind of over in many ways. Now people look at token leverage, that you can stake leverage, and that's what the Steem blockchain is doing right, that you can actually stake something. So this trend of this old trend of subscribers, followers, in many ways that's sort of going away. Now it's all about curation and people having token leverage. Okay, so refer your friends is also a bit YouTube 2005. Oh, your friend. The problem here is already then that, okay, they want me to trust them already, and then that I should use my trust and use my integrity to make my friend join. So they already want me to refer my friend, even though I'm not really sure what's going on here. Check-in, it sounds very Facebook-y. Develop code, so that's kind of strange. Develop code. Do they want me to develop their website? I'm not sure. I'm just playing around. Okay, so the other thing here is, okay, so earn tokens for your contributions, okay? And then they say, we reward you for your energy you put in, whatever that is, creating great content, being active, or helping develop their code. That's kind of strange in many ways. Help develop our code. So then you kind of wonder, have they even done any code? What's going on here? Okay, so earn tokens for your contribution. I want to say that first of all, be able to give out tokens, that's not something magical. I made my own BitShares, or a user issued asset on the BitShares network, only cost me 270 BTS. So earn tokens for your contributions, that's not really something magical that they have done here. I mean, anyone can make their own token. The question is it on CoinMarketCap? Is it being traded daily? Like that's really what people want to see. That creates transparency and trust. But the thing is, this Minds tokens, I haven't even seen it able to be on any exchange. Even my user issued asset is on Rudex. It's on OpenLedger. You can see it. You can even buy it today. You can see the current value. You can see the trades. Here, I tried to find it, but I did not. Okay, they have some token, okay? And then they have something here called Boost. So here they say, gain more views on your content. So they have this advertising system Exchange your tokens to promote your content to the full network or a specific channel's audience. 1 token, 1,000 views. Now, the first thing that's kind of strange here is it seems like they are the ones that is going to earn the value from that. And on the Steem blockchain, at least it's like, you know, it's like a person behind a promotion service. So it's some level of transparency there. But here it seems to be that the Minds is sort of like a company, and that you pay for some promotion from them and you give them tokens, but it looks kind of centralized here, and talking about boosts, talking about promotions without. But first you need like real original content creators, and you need some form of leverage in proof that you have some form of token that has real value and is being traded on an exchange, and I haven't seen that for Minds. So makes me very, very skeptical. Okay, so I buy the token from them, not from an exchange. It's like, okay, and then I get it boosted, but to create a community of real original people is going to take months, and I haven't really seen that on the content, and I can barely see the content because it's like hidden behind a paywall and you have to sort of sign in. It's these bells that sort of it makes me question stuff more and more. Why do I need an account to view things? Yeah, it's okay. Let's continue. Then it says, exchange tokens with other channels. Send tokens to other channels as tip or in exchange for content, subscription, or custom rewards. No commission, no middleman. So let's take a look at this. So here it says, okay, send tokens to other channels as tip or in exchange for content subscriptions. Two things we know here is that people don't like to tip as much. The Steem blockchain has a reward pool, and that system works. But people don't like to use a tip feature because then they see they're losing a lot of value. And YouTube has tried sort of tip feature, but it's not really that scalable. It's not that scalable. For example, on the Steem blockchain with the reward pool, everyone can sort of contribute something when they just have a little bit of Steem power eventually. But this doesn't seem scalable. Okay, so tips, but I can already give my friend, I don't even need Minds for that. I can just send them some token that my token is even on an exchange. Like people can go and see the value of it. But here it's kind of like, okay, content subscriptions. We know that people usually don't want to subscribe to stuff in terms of content subscriptions unless it's like Netflix or Spotify, which is scalable. Like, you know that you get thousands of original content pieces basically, and that's what people subscribe to. If people subscribe to something, they want something magical in content, and most people that just do some videos or some blog posts here and there, most people are not really going to use subscriptions. And now we're back to this thing again of paywalls, and then it says custom rewards. It makes me again think about paywalls, and I don't think the future, to be honest, is paywalls. How can you create transparency? How can you create trust if you have more paywalls? And yeah. And then there's this thing being called Minds Plus. So here it's like, I think that Minds, the company, they take fiat money to have like more behind the scenes stuff. So I don't really like all this behind the scenes stuff that, yeah, pay here and or sign in to view content. It looks like the whole agenda or the whole structure behind all of this is to have paywalls and trying to raise money that way, but stuff is going free. People do not want to pay for stuff. People are fine with the system, like the reward pool on the Steem blockchain. that seems to be the best system. And I talked also on the Steem blockchain about, okay, what about advertising, Adrian? What would be the ideal advertising system? And I did a video on the Steem blockchain talking about that as well, that in a 21-minute video, and I got that from No Names Left to Use. He basically came up with a solution, which would basically mean that first you have the original content creators, and then with the stake, and they can use the reward pool, share out weekly, it's fine. But you prioritize the content creators. Then you have the advertisers, and they can be as ad slots in real original content creators posts, but they gotta pay for it, and they pay the content creators when people click, and you can have various models there, but basically ad slots in content creators posts. So content creators becomes the main authority, and then advertisers can be in there and be shown, and they basically gonna have more visibility than other systems. And content creators are gonna be happy because they get some extra value coming in, and they are the main authority. So, okay, exchange tokens with other channels. It's not really something magical. It's really not. And then again, it says here with plus, it says unlock premium features for your channel. Again, it's not where the internet is going. Internet is moving towards more openness to create deeper trust and relationships, more transparency, more value, more empowerment. Hiding stuff away, it's not a good way to go. Hide all advertisements, verify your channel, access exclusive Minds content, earn badges. Badges is not a big thing really. Exclusive content, it's not where things are going. Trust is the biggest currency you can have, and that is something that needs to be earned on a daily basis by doing massive stuff, massive work, massive connections with other people. And then it says, I found this pretty funny. Here it says, build your own custom social network. So here it's kind of strange because it's like, okay, so they are trying to be a social network, and they don't even know if they don't really have. I looked at the content on Minds. At the moment, it seems to be mainly YouTubers that are sort of coming over, but it's not really content creators that was born on Minds. So that they already want you to build a custom network, even though they don't really know exactly the perfect model for that. It's not really gonna work. It's not really gonna work. And it shouldn't be brought up so early, because first they should see if they can produce the perfect formula for a social network, and that's gonna take a couple of years. And then if that would work amazing, then yeah, maybe build up custom social network. But now it sounds just like Facebook, the Facebook version of crypto, like have your own Facebook group. Again, it's not really magical. I think that narrative is trying to do the right way with the narrative project. They're trying to build niches, and that you can be a niche owner and have custom communities that way. I think that is more the way to go. Because just building up, first Minds should focus on if they can build up a really highly successful network, then maybe they in the future can look at custom social networks. But this early in, it's just, yeah. And then it says our core principles. So let's take a look at these. And this is kind of like, I don't know, it sounds very buzzwordy. Global consciousness. What does that even mean? Real world solution. It sounds like something that you would use copy and paste from some place. Like, what should we have as our core principles? And then it's like privacy and transparency. And again, buzzword privacy, it sounds like you're trying to capture some Facebook people. Transparency is okay, so it's like who said this, who is we, I don't know. It's just like when people come to a place like this, they don't know anything about the network. So when they hear someone say our core principles and there's really no face to it, it's kind of, they be like, okay. And then they say open source software. Okay. So let's go on. So the way I have understood this is, if you take a look at content, and this is a quick view, we can see that it seems to be mainly YouTubers, some video creators. Over here we have one, and then we have some photos that people post, some artworks, but I'm not really sure if I see homegrown real content creators and the potential for that, because building trust and relationship is like, you really need something unique. Steem Blockchain has something unique. They have staking features. It's built on a real blockchain in the background. Here it just seems as if they're trying to do some Facebook of crypto, but just having a token on the side that you can just tip. And it seems as if they're not trying to build a blockchain. It seems like they're just trying to create some easy paywall system, and that they're actually taking fiat money and then they sell their own token, but it's not really magical. Like if they would have their own blockchain working in the background and real transparency on that, I would have more buy-in in SI, that I would be more interested, but it cannot compete against something like Steem Blockchain. Like, why would I be here when I can earn stake on the Steem blockchain, and when they already have people that trust the network that is there, and they also have a token that has a real world value and it's being traded daily, and it's transparency over there. So I should say that there's some things I like with mines. I enjoy the design. The design has potential, but I also see that if you don't have a blockchain in the background, if it's just a custom token, which it seems as if it is, it cannot really compete against these other networks. And then it's like, if I go look at, in many ways, it seems as if the main content creators or the main posters on the Minds network, like, I love the design here, but it seems as if the main people, the content creators, are talking about, yeah, I don't like Google, or maybe, yeah, I don't like Facebook, or Facebook has created an AI that can understand memes, okay. But I don't really see how in the long run, how you would be able to build real content creators on it if it's just about, yeah, we don't like these old platforms, they're not the future. Like, how long can you talk about that? How long can you talk about, yeah, I don't like these other networks, oh, this is wrong, or I don't really see that there is that many content creators for that niche. It's a specific niche which is trying to attract a certain group of people, but I don't see how the organic content creators in all kinds of niches would go here, because it seems as if they're trying to ride, it seems like that minds are trying to ride on a wave of people that are angry with Facebook or angry with YouTube. But how long can you basically live on that niche, especially if you just have a token and you don't have a blockchain in the background? Now, I may be wrong about this, but it doesn't seem as if there is a blockchain running in the background. It seems to be just that they're having their own token and just tip, but it's not really competitive. Why would there's no incentive for a person basically when they can just go to the Steem blockchain and it's just it has a real blockchain running in the background. You have a real system in the background that you can build something on. Because if there's no trust layer there, like how can you leverage, how can you expand, how can you build trust if it's just a token? If it's just a token, that's something then it's something that easily can be replaced. If you have a leverage system, as the Steem blockchain has, that's harder to replace because it's something real. And the reward pool, you see all the blocks coming out every day. For example, Steem Block Explorer. It's real. You can see it happening, and it creates real transparency. It creates real buy-in. It creates real incentive. For example, you have inflation, so you get value by staking. You have incentive to basically get the token because you're gonna get more. If you get it here, you're not really gonna get more. So I don't really see. I don't have buy-in, as people say. And then I thought it was funny when it said like how to buy Minds tokens. So look at this process. Okay, so if I take a look at this process, how to buy Minds tokens. So first, enter your mobile number. Okay, first thing you have to do is enter your mobile number. Then you need to set up an on-chain address so you can send ETH or receive Minds tokens. And then you need to buy ETH. But here's the thing with Ethereum, it's already an overloaded network. BitShares, EOS, Steem, Scorum, WhaleShares, WLS token. These tokens are on systems that are not overloaded at the moment in capacity, while Ethereum network and the Bitcoin network, they're currently overloaded. They can't scale. So I don't really understand. Okay, so an already overloaded network, Ethereum, that I need to get Ethereum and that it's sort of connected to that, the Minds tokens. So it's already building on a network that can't scale, and that is not as good. If you go to Blocktivity, you can see that the network Ethereum is totally overloaded. I tried to make an Ethereum transaction once and it failed because the network was overloaded. I don't see how that can be good, really. Yeah, it's like, well. And then a lot of other steps here. Visit the Minds token page, and then it's like, if you're using MetaMask, make sure your browser extension is unlocked. Input the amount of Minds tokens you wish to purchase. It's so many steps. It really is a lot of steps. And you can't buy it on, let's say, an exchange. You need to buy it in their own user interface. But this doesn't create transparency because I don't know how many buyers and sellers. I don't know what other humans are. Are other humans buying this, or is it just me? Transparency is such a big thing. You need transparency. I don't see how people wanna install a bunch of plugins in their browser. That creates that's even more demands to trust a certain thing. So just getting the token is very complicated. And me as a geek, it's even complicated for a geek. Imagine for a regular person. I don't see, okay, if I'm the best content creator on Minds, I know that there's almost no real human that's gonna buy tokens and go through that process because it's just too complicated. So let's go on here. Let's go on. So there's some other things in the white paper which I thought was pretty interesting. So some things that they highlight here is, okay, a wallet. Well, almost any crypto now has their own wallet, so it's not really a special feature. And then there are some other things here like, oh, you can have a channel. but that is not really something to highlight. You can boost a post, okay, you can advertise, something you can do on almost any network. You can wire tokens. It's not something new. And then they say they have a messenger, but we already have good services for that. We have Telegram, we have WhatsApp, we have Discord. There are already other services that are good for these instant chat services that people trust more also, and that is just better. Not everything has to be on, let's say, a social network. And then there are blogs, but that's not something new. Newsfeed, something that every pay website have. Groups, there are very few services that basically has master groups, and if it's not on a graphene blockchain, it's kind of pointless, because people use graphene blockchain, people share out value in that way. It's a proven system. But tipping, it's never gonna work. It hasn't worked. YouTube tried it and it doesn't seem to be working that great. Sometimes a person does it in a live stream, but the general masses are never gonna do that. Then it highlights video and images. I don't think they have they don't have, I don't know this, but I'm very skeptical that they would have a better service than DTube with IPFS, with good developers. I'm very skeptical on images. It's not really something to highlight. There are a bunch of other things in this white paper that I'm not gonna go over, so you can check it out for yourself. But there are some other things I wanna talk a little bit about here. If I scroll down, let's see. There were something specific here. Technology. Yeah, I think I missed it. Oh yeah, here it is. So they're talking about the token utility. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so you have a wallet here. So Boost, it's just regular advertising to them. You don't even know who is gonna see stuff. Plus is just their own internal system to get value. Nodes, what does it say? Use your tokens for mines, web hosting, self-hosted communities, but if not even the real mines community, it sort of sounds they're already that they are kind of skeptical if mine's gonna work, so they're just gonna sell you and create your own stuff. Write codes to us and we can give you a token. It said that on the front page. I show you that. It was like, write code, write our code and you're gonna get some tokens. Again, it's kind of strange. And then they highlight the wire tokens. Wire tokens is just send a token. It's not something magical or something that I think should be highlighted. Oh yeah, it was also this that, yeah, Boost, Wire, Plus, hosting, affiliate rewards also says, which is, you really need affiliate rewards. The only systems that use affiliate rewards are those that are kind of skeptical. And then it's always this funny thing when they have a token sale, so to say. They always say that like an initial price, but the market established the price. So if there's no buying and selling every day, you can really say any price, right? And say, oh, it has this value. The total token supply is 1 billion, and they're starting off with their 25 cents per token. Total token reward supply 900 million tokens. I mean, you could say you have some tokens and it says there's a reward supply, but I'm not really sure how that would work, because people sort of want to see, okay, so is it like Is it on a block explorer? Can you see blockchain info? Is it even a blockchain, or is it just a token? And where is the reward supply coming from? Are they starting off with 1 billion tokens, or is it slowly dripping out? Because whale sharks, for example, they're having a distribution where they slowly drip out the tokens, and it's transparent. You can see how many tokens are, you can see the block producers and all those things. But here it's just strange. It's strange also, this selling. Okay, so they say they have a daily reward pool, so maybe they would have some share out of tokens, but I mean, if I don't see the potential for a real community, because trust and relationships and nurture real content creators, that requires the token to be public and the people see that it's being traded daily. If people don't see that, and if you can't stake, I don't really see why anyone would invest. It's just that it takes so much effort to create real content creators. It takes so much value, and people need that value to be translated to fiat so they also can live. And I just don't see this take off. Like, I really don't. And this is not just mines, I mean, they can get some quick success, right? Right now, just because this industry is new, any project can look as a success, but in the long game, I don't really see the big market. So yeah, I mean, a lot of projects are very similar to this, that they're using some stuff, but the deeper things, and why I love Steem Blockchain, is because it has more transparency, it has stake, it has a real blockchain, it has real community. It doesn't have these weird paywalls, which feels like some ancient time of the internet that they're trying to bring it back. So Steem Blockchain, for example, may look like a disaster for many people. In many people, I don't think it's a disaster, but for many people it looks like it's craziness. But people actually care on the Steem Blockchain. People care. Sometimes conversations gets a bit heated, but at least that's real people. It has real original people, real unique people. It has an open system that are transparent. It has a real blockchain. It has a real stake system, and it has potential, right? It has potential. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot, but I wanted to do this video talking a little bit what I see is kind of lacking in mines, and why I really don't see take off, and why I trust the Steem Blockchain more. It's just a lot of the stuff I said in this video. Like, trust is hard to build. Trust is super, super hard to build. It takes months, takes years, and you need a stake system for people to come in and be there a long time. It really needs to be a lot of value already that can trickle down, and the Steem Blockchain has that, basically. I don't see value trickling down here. Yeah, I might be wrong about this. I mean, I may be totally wrong. I mean, the token may have massive value and people sell it and buy it. I'm just skeptical about this exclusive paywall thing. It doesn't seem to be having the integrity that I would love to see. So yeah, quickly a video talking about it here, and I'm gonna put this on the Steem Blockchain, or the video is probably gonna be uploaded to YouTube because it's so long, so intense. But I'm gonna put it in a Steem post, and maybe I got a comment. I don't really know. This video is really long, to be honest. Yeah, have a great day. Steem Blockchain.